Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast.
Welcome back, guys. We are so happy you are here. Today's topic is super useful, super simple, and honestly, super life-changing.
Yes, and today we are not going to give you 50 confusing tips, 100 grammar rules, or a giant English dictionary that looks like it wants to fight you.
Exactly. We are talking about one powerful trick that can help you speak English more fluently.
And the best part?
What?
This trick is free.
Free?
Yes, no app subscription, no magic pill, no speak English in 3 days scam.
That already sounds better than half the videos online.
Right? So today we're going to explain everything in a very easy, friendly way. And we'll make it fun too, because learning English should not feel like punishment.
Absolutely. English is not your enemy. It is just a skill. And like every skill, it becomes easier when you use it the right way.
Okay, Sophia, tell them the one trick.
The one trick to speak English fluently is this.
Boom.
That's it.
That sounds too simple.
Simple does not mean easy, but it is powerful.
And this is the reason many learners get stuck. They know words, they know grammar, they even understand English. But when they want to speak, their brain does this weird drama.
Yes. First, they think in their own language. Then they translate the sentence into English. Then they check the grammar. Then they panic. Then the moment is gone.
By the time the sentence is ready, the conversation has already moved to another planet.
Exactly. That is why many people say, I know English, but I cannot speak it fast.
So the real trick is not just learning English. It is training your brain to build English directly.
Like this. Instead of thinking, I need to translate, you think, what do I want to say in English right now?
That small change can make a huge difference.
Let's explain why this works in a very easy way.
And that is slow.
Very slow.
Imagine you are playing a video game, but every time you move, you have to stop and ask 10 people where the button is.
Exactly. Fluency is about speed and comfort. You want your English to come out naturally, not like a robot reading a tax form.
Nobody wants that.
No. So when you begin thinking in English, your brain starts making direct connections. For example, instead of thinking, I'm hungry in your language and then translating, you just feel the thought in English. I'm hungry.
Or instead of thinking, I need water, you just directly think, I need water.
That is how fluency starts. Not from perfect grammar, not from fancy words, from faster, easier thinking.
Let's make this funny. Imagine your brain is like a busy office. Translation mode is like a very tired employee running between two rooms.
Yes, one room is your native language. The other room is English.
And every time you want to speak, the employee runs across the office, slips on the floor, drops the sentence, picks it up again, and finally reaches the English room.
By then, the meeting is over.
Exactly.
But thinking in English is like giving that employee a shortcut.
A smooth elevator.
A private elevator.
A luxury elevator with background music.
Yes, suddenly your brain stops wasting energy on translation and starts using English naturally.
How to start thinking in English. Now, let us get practical. How do you actually do this?
Great question. Here is the easiest way.
Not huge speeches.
No, not today I shall illuminate the profound complexities of modern society.
Please, no.
Start with simple daily thoughts like,
Very simple, very useful.
yes, your goal is to make English your automatic thought language for daily life.
So instead of waiting for a speaking class, you practice in your head all day.
Exactly. You can think in English while brushing your teeth, cooking, walking, shopping, sitting in traffic, or waiting for your friend who is always late.
That friend is always late.
Always.
Now let us turn this into a habit.
Yes, here is a simple 3-step practice method.
Step 1.
Describe what is around you in English. Look at your room and say in your mind or out loud, this is my chair. That is my phone. My cup is on the table. The fan is moving. The window is open.
So you are training your brain to label the world in English.
Exactly.
Step 2.
Describe what you are doing.
That sounds easy enough.
It is, and that is the beauty of it.
Step 3.
Describe your feelings and opinions.
Now the brain is not just naming objects, it is speaking like a real human.
Yes, and that is where fluency begins to grow.
Sophia, what is the biggest mistake people make when they try to become fluent?
They try to be perfect before they try to speak.
Oof, that one hurts.
I know, but it is true. Many learners think, I will speak only when my grammar is perfect.
So it is okay to make mistakes.
More than okay, it is necessary.
Necessary?
Yes, mistakes are part of the process. When you make a mistake and correct it, your brain learns faster.
So if someone says, I go to market yesterday, instead of feeling embarrassed forever, they should say, I should have said I went to the market yesterday.
Exactly. That is learning.
Not failure.
Not failure at all.
People also worry about speaking slowly.
Yes, but speaking slowly is not the real problem. Speaking with fear is the problem.
That is a great line.
Thank you.
Let's repeat it.
Speak slowly if you need to. Clear is better than fast.
Exactly. A fluent speaker is not someone who talks like a machine gun.
True. Fluency means smooth, natural communication.
Not speed alone.
Right. Even native speakers sometimes pause, think, or restart their sentences.
Yes, and they survive.
Shocking, I know.
Let's give them a mini practice example.
Okay.
You can say,
Then later.
See, no big grammar monsters, just simple English thoughts.
Now imagine you are walking outside.
That is awesome because you are practicing in real life, not only in a textbook.
Exactly. English becomes part of your daily life, not just your study time.
Sophia, let's be honest, some learners get bored very quickly.
Yes, because they think practice must be serious and painful.
But we can make it funny.
Absolutely.
For example, look at your socks and say, these socks are weird.
Or look at your messy bed and say, this bed is calling for help.
Perfect.
Or when you forget something, say, my brain has left the building.
That one is excellent.
The point is, when you make English fun, your brain remembers it better.
Funny sentences are easier to remember than boring ones.
Exactly. So use humor, imagination, and everyday life.
Let's make this very practical. What should a learner do every day?
Every day, spend a few minutes thinking in English.
And during those minutes?
Do 3 things.
That's it?
That's enough to build the habit.
And later, when you get stronger, you can think in longer sentences.
Yes, for example.
Now those are real-life sentences.
Exactly. Real life is where fluency lives.
Let's talk about repetition, because people think repetition is boring.
But repetition is powerful.
How?
Because the brain learns by repeating patterns.
And automatic means fluent.
Yes, you do not need thousands of new words every day. You need repeated exposure to useful words and sentences.
That is why simple English is so important.
Right. Many learners try to learn advanced vocabulary too early, but fluency starts with simple, common language used often.
Like, I'm late.
Exactly. These tiny sentences are not small. They are powerful.
One thing people must understand is this. Speaking English fluently is not about becoming a different person.
Yes, you are still you.
You do not need to become a perfect English speaker with a British accent, a fancy tie, and a cup of tea.
No, no, and no.
You just need to communicate clearly.
That is enough.
So stop comparing your English with movies, YouTubers, or native speakers who grew up with the language.
Yes, compare yourself with yesterday's version of you.
That is the healthier way.
And the more you think in English, the more natural your speaking becomes.
Sophia, tell them a little story.
Okay, imagine a learner named Ali. Ali understands English very well, but when he speaks, he freezes.
And what changed?
Not magic, not perfection, just a new mental habit.
That is the whole point.
I want to say something important to everyone listening.
Yes?
If you make mistakes, that is okay.
Yes.
If you speak slowly, that is okay.
Yes.
But if you never practice thinking in English, fluency will stay far away.
So start small.
Start today.
Start with one sentence,
Then 2.
then 5,
Then 10.
and one day you will notice your English flowing more naturally. Okay, Sophia, let's do a funny rapid-fire practice.
Bring it on.
Say the English thought for this situation. You wake up late.
Oh no, I'm late.
Good. You see your favorite food.
I want that right now.
Your phone battery is low.
My phone is dying faster than my motivation.
Perfect. You hear your friend say, "Let's go now."
Okay, I'm coming.
You have too much homework.
My brain is officially full.
That's it. That's how you make English stick in your mind.
Let's repeat the main lesson one more time.
The one trick to speak English fluently is to think in English instead of translating.
That's your shortcut to smoother speaking.
Not instant perfection,
Not overnight miracle.
but a real, practical, powerful habit.
And if you practice every day, your brain will slowly start to feel more comfortable with English.
Then speaking becomes easier.
Then speaking becomes faster.
Then speaking becomes more natural.
And before you know it, you are talking in English without overthinking every word.
That is the dream.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast.
We hope this one trick makes English feel simpler, lighter, and less scary.
Remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It is about being ready to speak.
So stop translating every word like a stressed out robot.
And start thinking in English like a confident human.
We'll see you in the next episode.